Texas Senator Ted Cruz joins me now. Mr. Senator, as I see it, the Biden team did get the talks to the table, but it was Trump who pushed Netanyahu to get the deal done. So who do you think deserves the credit here?
Well, let's be clear. The credit that is unequivocal is the credit for the disaster that is October 7th and the extended war that followed. And that credit is unquestionably at the feet of Joe Biden. Joe Biden spent 4 years undermining the state of Israel, undermining the Israeli government. When October 7th happened, Joe Biden, the entire Biden administration began daily pressing the government of Israel, stop killing the terrorists, stop killing Hamas. At every stage, the Biden administration opposed Israel's carrying out its stated objective of eliminating Hamas. I don't know if a deal is going to happen or not. I do know that the reason Hamas came to the table is because of Donald Trump, that he said there would be hell to pay if the hostages were not released. And so my prayers are certainly that the hostages are released, that they are released immediately, that the American hostages are released, that the Israeli hostages are released. But at the same time, I strongly and unequivocally support Israel's stated objective of completely eliminating Hamas. That is in Israel's national security interest, and it's in America's national security interest.
Mr. Senator, you're working with Texas Congressman Jody Arrington and trying to end Biden's 11th hour ban on offshore drilling. Can you stop the ban?
Well, we are introducing legislation to reverse the ban. We're going to bring it to the floor of Congress. We're going to force a vote on it. And every elected member of Congress will have to decide where he or she stands. You know, I got to say, Stuart, the last 3 months, what Joe Biden is doing, I've never seen an outgoing president in my lifetime behave the way Biden is. He is angrily defying the voters. In November, the voters came and voted and gave a clear mandate to Donald Trump. And Joe Biden every day is putting policies in place that are essentially saying, screw you to the voters, are doing everything they can to make it harder for President Trump and the new administration to follow through on their promises. And this is one example where a massive amount of offshore resources Joe Biden just decreed it's now all off limits from offshore drilling. That hurts America. There was a clear mandate in November to unleash American energy, to lower energy prices, to lower prices across the board. And so the legislation that I'm introducing is to do exactly that as a matter of statute. I fully expect President Trump to do everything he can as a matter of executive authority and regulatory authority. And so this is complementary of those efforts.
Trump's Treasury Secretary nominee, Scott Bessent, he's got his Senate confirmation hearing today. Senator Warren will no doubt go after him. Is he, you're laughing, but is he going to get a fair hearing, Senator?
Well, I certainly hope she goes after him. I'd be very dismayed if Senator Warren was happy with President Trump's Treasury nominee. That would be a big sign that he'd made a mistake in who he nominated. Listen, I like Scott Bessent a lot. I think he's going to be a terrific Treasury nominee. He actually believes in lowering taxes and lowering job-killing regulations, in unleashing small businesses, and that is going to be a critical part of delivering on our mandate. Stuart, I mentioned a minute ago the mandate that came from the voters. Now the voters have done their job. They've come out and they've said, change the path we're on. It's now time for us to do our job. Roll up our sleeves, get to work, deliver results. And I'm here to tell you, we will secure the border. We will unleash American energy. We will unleash small businesses and bring back economic growth and bring down prices. And we will defeat America's enemies and return us to peace and prosperity. That is the charge the voters have given us, and we have an obligation to deliver on that promise.
One more, Senator, real fast. You're introducing a no tax on tips bill. That was part of Trump's agenda during the campaign. Can you explain how it would work?
Well, sure. It's very simple. It provides that tip workers, whether waiters or waitresses or bartenders or taxi drivers or barbers or hairstylists or nail salon workers that receive tips, they can deduct those tips from their income tax so that those tips are tax-free. And President Trump announced this idea in Las Vegas. And when he did, I thought it was a fantastic idea. I immediately began drafting the legislation to make it a reality. My bill is bipartisan legislation. 2 Democrats have joined my bill in the Senate. Jackie Rosen and Catherine Cortez Masto, both Democrats from Nevada. The reason they've joined, they told me when I introduced it, they said 25% of the workers in the state of Nevada are working in tipped professions. I think this is a great idea, and I think it is emblematic of the reality that today Republicans are a blue-collar party. We are fighting for the working men and women of America. And next time you go out at a restaurant, I'll encourage you, just ask the waiter, ask the waitress, hey, what do you think about no taxes on tips? This is a tax policy directed to people who are hurting and who need relief.
And, of course, Trump did win Nevada. Senator
Exactly.
Cruz, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us, sir. We appreciate it. See you later.
Thanks, Stuart.